base of the river appears to be somewhere near that large hill that you saw earlier.
Okay.
As you set out on your journey, it appears to not be a hill, but more of a mountain of sorts, a flat one at that.
Shouldn't we, like, talk to our crew first before we just fucking head down the river?
We definitely should.
I mean, they would probably be there with you right now and hear everything you're talking.
Okay.
Are they
Would you like
reacting
to
to
address the crew?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
What do you say?
We're just talking. Ryan's gonna turn to look at him and be like, well,
Well, what?
are we all moving together as a crew, or are
Well,
we
not
scouting out and coming
staying.
back? She said you're coming here. You're staying here.
Well, we're not staying. We have to keep on the move. We remain in
Yep.
one place, we're just going to freeze over.
Why the fuck would we leave people?
I don't fucking know. I didn't know if we were going out to scout first or if we were just fucking heading out.
We do not have the time to scout, Varian. Everyone's freezing to death.
Right, do we need another night or whatever to make sure we dry out as much of this wood as possible? Or are we setting out immediately?
Well, time's a wasting.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we should just go.
Fair enough. Alright. Cool.
So, you head south, following the river.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
The first day, do you eat 1 day's worth of food? Or do you eat an additional day's worth and maybe have the chance to recover some of that exhaustion?
I mean, I don't need to.
How many animals are about us?
How many what?
How many animals are in the forest?
Well, you haven't looked. That's a pretty big question. It probably takes some time, resources to go hunting.
Well, yeah, but do I see animals fucking
Well,
about
not
in the
openly,
forest?
no, they're not openly running about.
Have an animal with us.
It is very, very inhospitable this far
What a
north.
nice thing to call Cress.
You could try looking for tracks, but it's
Damn.
well, it's like looking for tracks in an ice desert.
I mean, it's not like Barry knows how to do that shit, so I was just curious if we saw animals about us. Much as I'd love to recover exhaustion, I think long-term survival is more important, so... Yikes.
Okay, well, let me see what happens on your journey.
I hope you guys have backup characters ready.
No.
Nope.
We won't need them.
Mm-hmm.
Because the campaign just ends here and now.
Excuse me?
After a day of walking, you reach a dense forest area. Going around the forest would probably take you a bit longer. Going through it could offer you extra cover and shelter. However, it would be harder to navigate.
I mean, we're sticking to the bank of the river, so...
Yeah.
Okay. Do you make
Why
a
you guys
fire
listen to me?
the
Such a
first
bad
day? The first night?
Yeah, I don't think we would
You're
get
not
very
feeling
far.
extremely cold yet.
No? Okay.
Truth be told, I'm most worried about our lizard folk friends, but they can always sleep with other people, like
Wow.
holding on to them.
I
What?
don't know what you mean.
Baron's
I'm
gonna
Every-
walk
not
over.
freezing and all.
Baron's gonna walk
Every
over,
night
just
you
wrap his
sleep
arms
without a
around
fire.
Cress.
Every night you sleep without a fire gives a chance at an exhaustion level.
Hi, I'm
However-
not cold.
The DC goes
Good for
lower
fucking you.
every time you
And
sleep
I
without a
don't think
fire.
we
Can
have a
just
choice.
Rakash keep watch and just burn the whole time?
Well,
Yeah,
that
can I
would definitely give Rakesh a level of exhaustion. Because even a cantrip, if every 10 minutes you had to throw magic somewhere,
Or the rest of us, I mean.
would probably kill you.
What if I
Okay.
could do it? What if I did it for 2 hours?
Yeah, during his watch, basically.
Well, which cantrip?
Fireball.
You could probably do it for 2 hours.
Why don't you just burn the forest down?
We're shooting it into the air, not into the
It wouldn't
forest.
burn. That's too wet.
Yeah, it's too wet anyway.
Chasm.
Yeah, I want to be on fire for a while. I'm not even cold. I'm not
Yeah.
even cold.
Rakesh is exempt from most of this, except food-related stuff, I guess.
Hi.
And
I
the
love my
physical
food.
exertion of walking.
Yeah.
Fuck him.
Okay. So do you use firewood the first night? You have 7 of them. 7 nights of fire.
Well, it's not my decision. I don't need it. So you guys have fun.
Well, I
making
guess it was
decisions.
Maybe we should
Rakesh's
go
session
one
on
night with
8.
fire, one night
Yeah,
without.
we
one
can't
night-
afford to get more exhaustion.
But if the DC is relatively low on the first day, so we can alternate.
Yeah. That's how I say you do it.
Sure, let's try it the first night without a fire.
Okay, please everyone give me a constitution save.
Oh god.
Except Rakesh.
Yeah, you guys have fun.
Okay.
I'm good.
Rolling my eyes.
Thank you.
That was almost a 1.
Thank God. 18. That was
13.
Oh my god!
15.
No!
No!
I feel great.
Oh. Most of you get through the night huddled together relatively well. Rakesh gives off a little bit of heat during his 2 hours of watch. But Jet, you don't feel so well. The previous night when you ran to the coast still hasn't fully worn off, and this following night, cold again, doesn't do too well. You gain a level of exhaustion.
Ooh.
No.
On the next day, not a lot happens. You're still on the track, following the river. Slowly, the ground is beginning to become a slope upwards. On the side of the river, you see a couple of whale bones reaching out from the snow.
Yummy.
What the fuck?
Quite the curious sight. Unless you do anything else, do you use a firewood this evening?
We
Yes.
think I think we should.
Uh-huh.
7 left.
I'm also gonna sit with Jet by the fire and like wrap my arms around her to try and use my body heat to fuck it up for a little bit.
Okay, who has levels of exhaustion and how much?
I think I still have one. If we didn't recover any exhaustion last night.
No.
I have 2.
We didn't recover. Yes.
Okay.
Hi, Crest. How you doing?
You still have the option of eating another day's
I have
worth
no
of
exhaustion, but I'm moving slower now.
Oh. Sucks for you.
I'm gonna eat and get rid of this exhaustion because I don't like it.
Do the others eat as well? Twice as much, I mean.
No.
A day's ration
No.
is not a lot.
Do I recover the exhaustion during the long rest
Nope.
with the fire?
You should. No, you
Nope.
should, because right now you're moving slow and you're slowing us down. No offense.
If during your long rest you consume another day's worth of ration as a group, you have a chance to recover a level of exhaustion. But just by sleeping and eating, the bare minimum ration for the next day, no.
Well, then I should eat.
Yeah,
Yes, you
you
should.
should.
One day gone. Then those with a level of exhaustion, please give me a constitution check. This one is made without disadvantage, by the way.
It's an 18.
That's good.
Serenity?
16.
And I
Serenity?
still have to make it.
Did you make a constitution check?
I got rid of my thingy exhaustion level.
Well, eating extra food gives you a chance at that.
Okay, that's a 16.
Okay. Well, all of you manage to ease of one level of exhaustion.
Ooh. Cheesy bread.
What the fuck?
That's what that feels like.
I have no response to that.
The
Rakesh,
following day,
have you ever in your life ever felt cold?
Yes.
during the day, you hear a howling. At least it sounds like a howling at first. It's more like a sing-song until you pass a couple of spires of ice reaching out of the ground that seem to be singing almost in the wind.
Oh, that's so cool.
I'm gonna
Really
hum with a
stop.
melody.
Chris, please mark down a point of inspiration.
Hey!
Actually, I could just give one of these to you.
Thank you.
Pretty. I can't. That sounds like so beautiful, honestly.
This night, do you use a campfire or not?
This is one of the nights we don't use one, right?
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm. Wait, what the fuck?
Then please
I get.
give me a constitution roll. Everyone but Rakesh. I'm not gonna say it anymore. Rakesh just knows.
Did I get infusions at this level?
17.
Let me check that later.
Oh shit.
That's a 21.
It's a 4.
Are you level 2?
But it's not the D&D Beyond thing. It's a different thing.
Ooh, natural 20. Not bad, Fire.
Yay.
Kibbles at
It's
this
just
point.
me then.
Yep.
Let me-
How many
Don't worry
have
about it,
you?
Beggar. I
You
just
do
got distracted
not.
for a second. Yeah, I didn't think so, but it's on my sheet, so.
Yeah, the infusion is from the D&D Beyond one.
Oh, okay. That
I
makes
can't
sense.
really delete that one. It's the unfortunate thing.
It's all good.
Okay. Well, everyone who rolled under a 10, please raise your hand.
Me.
Me.
Well, you don't matter, Rakesh, and you know that.
Cash.
Well, Varian,
Feels good to be gone.
you gain a level of exhaustion.
Nice. you. Fuck out of here with that.
There is no god up here but me.
The next day,
Okay.
the cloud cover thickens a little, and a slight drizzle starts. You could try to push through that drizzle and risk another level of exhaustion, or you could slow down your journey, but in turn be a little safer.
How much food do we have left?
12 days.
12?
Yes.
Oh shit. How much firewood do we have left?
6.
I don't know what Varian's reaction to rain is, so it's up to y'all. Clearly I'm voting no.
Well, it ain't my problem.
Yeah, no. How many levels of exhaustion does Varian have?
1.
Say no. Then.
Maybe we should just do it safe and not risk anything getting worse.
Yeah, say if someone has 2 levels, then we should, but
So you slow down?
We sure do.
Okay. This night, do you use a fire?
yes.
This was the fire night, yeah?
Yeah.
Is it just raining, or does it look like it's gonna, like we're heading towards a storm?
It's just a light drizzle.
Thank God.
On the next day, you Rakesh, actually, you suddenly trip over something
Oh
in the snow.
no! I checked to see what it is.
Well, it appears to be a frozen corpse.
Oh!
At your
Very
feet lies a dead warrior by the looks of it. The breastplate is slashed into pieces by what looks like huge claws. Most of it is rusted over. He is clutching a rather primitive metal axe.
I kick him away
That-
very slowly.
Well, it's like kicking a stone, but you move the stone to the side a little.
Yep.
Yeah.
Gross.
Ugh. There might be something out here though. He looked like he'd been attacked.
This night you are not using a fire, correct?
Mm-hmm.
And please give me a constitution save.
No, I don't think I will.
Yeah, fuck you. Get in it.
That's a 10.
Oh wait, that's fine. It's an 11.
Oh my God. That's 20, not nat.
3.
Oh no.
Freya, do you want someone to
Freya.
roll that in game for you? Because I don't think Discord's on
I
your
can
side.
do it. I'm not doing fuck all.
Yeah,
What do you
you
mean?
can
She
roll.
got
I
a
have a
nat
+0.
Okay, I get to roll. Does she
Later.
reroll that?
No, next time. Well, Jet, you gain a level of exhaustion.
Welcome to the Exhaustion Club, Jet.
Well, I have 2 now, so.
Oh shit. Oh girl.
Everyone is panicking. You're not even at 5 exhaustion yet. Psh. Okay.
Listen here.
Okay. The snow. 8.
Hush.
Well, the river,
Yes.
beach,
Thank you, Beggar.
winds by a piece of forest, and as you come closer, you hear the sing-song of birds, and then all of a sudden, Wilda falls over. So does Worm.
Oh.
Please, everyone, give me a wisdom saving throw.
No!
Armed or put to
Me?
sleep, because if being put to sleep,
You
I
get
Can't be-
advantage.
I
Yes, you
can't be
get
put to sleep by
advantage.
magic. Okay.
dead.
You have advantage.
Wait, did we say someone rolled for me? Because otherwise...
Did you say?
Would
I
you
have
say it was
advantage?
wisdom?
Yes.
That's a nat.
Well,
Oh, I
everyone
didn't
under
roll mine.
15. Who is that?
That's me.
It is me.
I'm fine.
Oh no.
No,
Oh
I'm
god.
So the one's still awake and has put that point.
Who's
I'm
still
not-
awake?
me.
I am.
Well, you two see white owls on the trees around you,
No, not more birds. Fuck them.
singing a song.
What the fuck is that picture? Oh my god, is that
That's so
accurate?
horrifying. That's
That is how they look.
definitely not accurate.
That
For
is
real
exactly
life,
how
at
they
least.
look.
Oh, dang it!
Jesus, I feel like very
The
loud
human mouth.
swearing is just the response Varian has as well. There's just a large amount of cursing.
Why did they fall?
The rest of the people around you just in the snow, sleeping.
Is it legitimately just for Cash and Varian?
Yes.
Well, then I'm gonna go slap him awake. Wake up! Wake up! Wake up!
Well, they don't wake.
Um,
And
birds.
the sing-song of the birds is slowly getting to you.
Right, this is a little bit of an issue,
Cash.
Varian.
Yeah, I fucking know. It's look. Compared to the weird fucking birds with the mouths and shit.
Well, do we shut the birds up? I can
Yes,
throw shit at them. Okay, fine.
do it.
I'm gonna fucking fireball the birds.
Whoa.
Ooh!
You give me an attack roll.
Quick question: are throwing knives
Fuck's
just
sake! That's a 12.
are throwing knives just daggers? Like, do they register as that as far as like? averages
They
and
are
stuff?
smaller than daggers. Like a dagger would be
So what's-
with a full hand-sized grip. A
Well,
throwing knife just has like half of that.
Because I have a +7 to. I don't know what they count as. Because every time I look them up, they don't count as anything.
What, daggers?
No, throwing knives.
Throwing knives aren't really a thing.
Well, I have them in my fucking inventory, so clearly they are a thing.
Are they a custom item you made?
Beggar at one point said I have throwing knives, which I'm
Yeah,
wondering
you
what
just-
I add to that.
You do the same stat as a dagger.
Okay, thank you. That's what I was wondering.
Do you want to throw a throwing knife?
Yes.
How far away are them? Is he gonna get disadvantage?
Yeah, how far away are they?
Well, he gets disadvantage anyway
Oh, okay. You get
because of his
disadvantage.
exhaustion. So
Okay.
roll with disadvantage.
That's fine. I have a lot. Still not the worst. Okay, so 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Does a 13 hit?
Well, Rakesh's fireball hits the snow, leaving a puddle of just water. Your dagger flies a little bit better, but not enough to hit the birds. Instead, you hit one of the tree trunks. The tree shakes, and the birds, with a shriek, take off.
Okay, well they fucked off. I'm gonna try and wake up the others.
After a minute or so, all of them start to wake under your shaking.
Okay.
Rakesh, a very relieved high five.
Oh, I want to sleep more.
Get the fuck up,
Okay.
Chris.
That is weird.
It's time to leave. We got to go.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
This night, do you use another fire?
Yes. Or should we try to recover exhaustion levels? I mean, one of us is already at 2, so should we just wait for the other person to... Should we wait until next night and see if any of us else hit 2, or...
Sure.
Alright. Sorry, Jet.
Well, on this day, you finally reach the top of that flat mountain. Please give me a perception check.
Yay. Oh. I see now.
This.
Merci, fuck all.
Got a 5.
11. I have an 11.
Well,
Better with disadvantage.
even though you are at a good vantage point, it's the trees and the snow and the drifting snow make it hard to fully grasp everything around you. However, you do see a line of very large footprints. They seem to be leading to the coast. You don't see where they come from or exactly where they lead, but those are the tracks that you see.
You follow them?
Yes.
I mean, we were trying to
nice.
find the giants in the first place, so I guess so.
Yeah.
That's so cool.
What have you seen? Where are we going?
Footprints. They're big.
The
Footprints?
coast.
From this
Yeah.
distance? Where? I don't see them.
Look closer.
See them when we get there, I guess.
Okay. Well, then you descend the other side of this mountain, down to where you saw the footprints.
Yes.
You reach the footprints by nightfall. Do you wish to press on and risk exhaustion, or do you still camp? And possibly risk losing the tracks?
Fuck, I want to say press on, because we weren't going to have a fire tonight anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hope for the best.
Sure.
Impressive.
Okay, well, you press on and you follow the tracks a decent distance in the direction of the coast. And then please give me a constitution save.
Yes,
You
sir.
can do it, Freya. I believe in you.
13.
Natural 1.
Oh no.
No. Oh my god. No.
Cress and Jet
this is-
both gain a level of exhaustion.
14.
Jet is panting at this point. It's hard for you to catch your breath, even after these long rests that you do. I'm guessing tonight you light a fire.
Yeah.
Mm,
Do you do anything else?
We next rest. We're going to try and recover some levels of exhaustion.
Okay. The following day is completely uneventful. In the distance, you see a couple of trees and you see the cliffs. And between the trees, you hear noises.
What kind of noises?
Sort of cracking. and
Like skull cracking?
crashing from the coast. You can't quite see through this forest.
Okay.
Cracking or ice cracking?
Maybe it's the footsteps.
Well, you can't really tell from this distance. Kinda just loud. Somewhat muffled by the trees in your way.
Okay. I guess we're just continuing with the tracks. We don't have the luxury of time. Caution either, really. I guess as we go, though, just for, I don't know, the sake of making this more meaningful, Varian will try to give Jet some tips on dealing with the cold.
Just
Well,
kinda,
your warm words help about as much as you would guess warm words do.
Yeah, I don't even think they're warm. I think it's mostly just try not to think about how fucking cold you are. And shit about, like, keeping your hands, like, pressed into your body as much as possible. Like, really useless shit, but it's all he has to offer.
just like smiles at him and like nods.
Just
Even though she's doing all of that already.
I know. He also offers anytime we rest or, like, get to, even if there's a campfire or not a campfire, he'll offer to anyone who's, like, cold enough to want it that he's willing to, like, share body heat and stuff
Oh,
to
yeah.
warm them up if they want it, so. Like that. That was a sweet offer. Rude. He's trying to give hugs and you're making it dirty.
Well, you get closer through the snow. It's almost afternoon when you start reaching the coast once more. And suddenly, groaning bellows through the tree in front of you.
Yaka, Hen,
Jet, what's he saying?
What is he saying?
It's shit. Come on.
He's
Was that
swearing.
was that just something we heard?
Well, Rakesh hasn't activated his comprehend languages yet.
Nope.
So
But if he
only
hears that, he will.
Freya hears the words. You all hear it, but only Freya understands it. Jet, I suppose.
Just
Is,
said like,
is
oh,
that giant?
he swore.
Oh! That, guys, that means there's one of them close, though.
Getting there.
Maybe we should go speak
Yeah.
to it.
Yeah, let's just do it. As long as I get some sleep soon, I'm fine.
Where did it come from?
Just straight through the trees in front
Okay,
of you.
I'm gonna go take a look.
Alone?
I'll
I
go.
mean,
No,
if
we
you
have
want
to we have to at least take Jet with us.
Yeah, we have to take
Yeah.
Jet with us. She speaks.
She's our translator.
What about the rest of your crew?
I mean, they should probably come too. If we die, we die together.
Yeah.
I want to come again.
We die as a team.
That's very
We don't
admirable.
do solo deaths here. It's either we all die or none of us die.
Admirable.
I mean, if we fuck up the campaign, we're gonna fuck it completely.
We
Wow,
plan to
okay.
mess this up so if we
see
mess up, we're gonna mess
holding my
this up
campaign
so
hostage.
badly you'll have to restart.
I will kill one of you and have the rest whisked away by angels.
Is it gonna be
Wanna
me?
see
I
that?
hope it's me.
No. I was just
Rude.
thinking.
It's gonna be Jet, just
The
because.
cliff in front of you leads down to another frozen bay, where a giant is locked in a heated battle. His enemy, by the looks of it,
It's a turtle.
is an enormous iceberg with tentacles, as if hewn from ice.
Why?
One of the tentacles is wrapped tightly around the giant, who is struggling against the pressure, while he's trying to keep a second spear-tipped tentacle from impaling him with both of his arms.
Let's help him.
We have to help him.
I just let
Yeah.
iceberg have tentacles.
Who cares? If we help him, he might help us.
Yeah, we just have to kill the iceberg.
Okay. How far away is it?
Well, it is on the map now.
Okay, let me do the feet.
How am I supposed to hit that thing?
Oh, give me a second. 1, 5, 10, 15,
From the
20,
looks of it, the iceberg is heavily wounded. The icy shell of its top is
How far
cracked,
is it?
revealing pink flesh
85.
underneath.
Oh, there's flash.
At its side, 2 stumps bleed red, bright plumes, billowing red clouds into the base clear, cold water.
Okay. Can I just
Feet.
firebolt it?
Works
It's within
Could-
120 feet of me.
too. Yeah, that works too.
Where do you aim?
So you said some of it was cut open, right?
Yes.
What exactly is holding onto the giant right now? Like where does the giant look most in peril? Because I'll try and like cut off a tentacle or something to free him.
Well, one tentacle is wrapped around him, sort of crushing him in a way.
Okay. I'll try and free him.
Okay. Throw your attack roll.
Oh.
Did you just take out everyone? Oh, you took them out.
You win.
Rakesh is so
I mean, I
powerful.
win the
Not only did he take out the fucking ice squid, he took out the giant as well.
Beggar. Yeah, that's not gonna hit. It's a fucking. Well.
I'm gonna cast Dissonant Whispers on the creature.
Dissonant Whispers.
On level 3. Because why not?
Yeah, use up all your spell slots, guys.
I don't have spell slots.
We're gonna have a giant to
Fucking
protect us
cantrip.
if this works, so sure.
I don't know
Um,
that.
Yeah, but sometimes we have to gamble. So,
This whole campaign's a fucking game.
it has to make a wisdom saving throw.
It fails.
Okay. So it takes 5d6 damage and has to move away from me as fast and as far as possible.
Wait, it might take the giant.
Let's see.
Well, Chris solved
So
the squid
that's
problem.
22 damage.
Well, it seems rather unaffected by your playing for a moment. But then it suddenly lets go. The giant then immediately rushes after it, spear in hand, and breaks off another piece of its head.
Oh.
And they continue the fight.
Oh, okay.
We'll just
You're
let
having
him
fun.
win.
Maybe we just let him do that.
Uh-huh.
Doug, Hoft's gone the elixir.
You understand,
Jet.
we almost have it. Press on.
Oh, okay. I'm not gonna lie. That that sounded like have. Half's gone. He licked it.
Does anyone want to do magic or should I try to shoot it?
I'll do magic. Fireball. Not fireball. Fireball.
You sounded so excited.
Fireball.
I don't know. I think I heard fireball in there.
I have a lot of fire spells.
Fireball, firebolt. Is there really such a difference with the cash?
Bolt
Not gonna
of
hit
fire.
anyway.
Bolt of fire it. That's gonna be a 20.
It's a 12.
A 20.
Nice, you hit. I'm proud of you.
I fucking know I hit.
Well, did you hit? No? Isn't that kind of my decision? I'm kidding. I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's right. You should be
This
sorry, God.
is a kraken. It
You
has
can only leave
21.
the classroom if I dismiss you.
hmm It's like a real teacher. He can fuck
Allison,
up your
are you
life.
hiding all of the named dice again?
That's 9 fire damage.
Who names what?
Are you hiding all of the named d20s in your fucking box like the hoarder
You
you
hit the
are?
creature again, and the fight continues.
I'm not hiding any
The creature's
d20s.
thrashing harder now.
Oh.
Swathes of water splash against the cliffs, some of it hitting you.
Ah.
The giant is continuing the fight. His giant spear thrusts out once more and strikes the iceberg in the head. The spear remains stuck, but the struggling continues,
Whoa,
resorting
that
to
was
mostly punching at this point.
I'm just gonna keep firebolting it.
Yeah, I'm just gonna... Rakash, I'm gonna try something out.
Mm-hmm.
I tried something. I tried to make one of the spells in your book a melody. I'm gonna try this out now. I've practiced, no worries.
Don't kill some people.
I'm now
It's fine.
worried.
He'll back off.
The
He wants
melody
to.
is very different from whatever you've heard before. This is like
That's a really cool.
really eerie, creepy, like... Yeah. Kind of, I guess.
Like a fog
No.
horn.
And all of a sudden, out of her violin, you can see 2 shots of eldritch energy shooting at the
Did you
creature.
take Eldritch Blast?
I
Your
did.
eldritch energy arcs towards
I did.
the iceberg.
Fucking love Eldritch Blast.
And for a second, it recoils a little, leaving an opening. The giant grabs one of its last 2 remaining tentacles and rips it straight from the life bug, which then collapses into the water.
Men are dire.
Want to collapse.
Which means it's much as it's done. The giant then proceeds to crack open the rest of its icy shell
Oh, is he gonna eat it?
and rip out pieces of the pink flesh, stuffing them into a giant pouch on his back.
Oh, it's food.
Food.
No, why do you think he was attacking it?
I don't know. Maybe he wanted
Surviving.
some fucking crystals, or maybe it attacked him.
I'm gonna go closer. That's a good idea. We're all gonna die together. It's
I'm
all
just
fine.
It's
taking
not
over.
gonna. So
All of
can
a sudden, the giant eats you. I'm kidding, man.
Yeah.
Can I use thaumaturgy to make my voice real loud? I'm just gonna shout, "Hey!"
The giant ignores you for a solid moment and rips out more of that pink flesh. Then, when he's done, he turns around and approaches you on the cliff.
I'll wave.
Even though you are
Away.
way up
Yeah.
on the cliff, at least 40 feet, the giant still towers over you.
For me, is it?
Ah, Manor, Himar, Jotnar, Tonnar, Volkar.
Translated, it means, I am Falker, last of the Thunder Giants.
Is Jet just actively translating for us?
I don't know, is she?
Freya's muted.
Sure.
That's a sad name.
Hi.
You know, it has thunder in it.
What is the last one?
Freya and Layla, you both recognize the name Falkar.
Ah, right. Yeah.
Yeah, I do too.
Oh,
I'll
yes.
say, whatever his name was.
I have
Send
it. I have
his
it.
Descriptive.
No.
What's
Yeah,
his
wait, I
face
have
of
to do it. I
this?
have to find the
I have
note.
it. It's here. His name is. He says. Fifnadar. Fifnadar.
Send it to find Volcar on this godforsaken
Ah, send
fucking
us,
island.
yeah.
Yeah, Fifnadar sent us.
Fifndar, fuller onglis, annar, granmyr.
How is Fifnadar?
Well,
A pirate?
he's hunting ships in the ocean.
Svaken school, fuller, deutwer Reykjavik.
I thank you for assisting me on my hunt.
Fifndar, handar. Huva for there.
Friends of Fifnadar, I have little to give. What do you seek?
Tell him that we were sent to find him. Because we were looking for the city of glass. Or we're looking for someone.
Looking for
Shelter.
What exactly do you say?
we're looking for the city of what?
Glass.
Rakhel Hunglis. Aldern Wilding Afrin. Stan from Paranmer.
The city of glass is a cursed place.
Great.
I can lead you to my home.
There. Nurarak.
Before I forget. You see him take out his spear. And he carves a rune into a rock.
Nero.
Watch. He shows you the rune and then throws it against the rock, where it shatters in thundering lightning. Varian, you immediately get an idea. To craft this device, you will need metal, at least 50 gold's worth, and it'll take you 2 long rests to complete, unless aided by a spellcaster.
Hi.
Freya, you in turn learn something else. Engraving this rune onto an arrow before you fire it could have very powerful effects, which I will send you later.
Okay.
Stengu Ottermark. There.
Should we go to Odronach then?
Yes, please. Oh, Jack, ask him if he's seen other people like us.
Have you seen other humans or
Tar.
like
Leg Rock. Nereg Skalandi.
You are not the first ones to seek the City of Glass.
Recently?
Have the others gone there?
Kuki nerag harag. Tiga harang.
I too send them on the way.
How many? Ask him.
How many?
Yes, nerag.
Nerag harang muro.
I didn't count.
How long ago?
How long ago?
Rock.
Don't remember.
Ah, fuck.
Well, let's just get
Yeah, let's
to
get you out of the cold.
The ice giant slowly bows down and holds open his open hand on the side of the cliff.
I jump
That's
onto it.
exciting.
Serenity.
Oh, that's so cool.
Serenity! Serenity!
What?
Does it look like this is what he wanted us to do? Or did Serenity just fucking assume shit? Throw herself at the giant.
Even as Serenity jumps upon his hand, he keeps it there.
Come on, guys, we get to ride a giant.
Yeah, I'm gonna follow her.
I'll help the more tired of our party members get on before I do. Looking very unsure.
I'll like wait until like Wilda and the others or
Yeah.
Well,
With my feet, I'm gonna check how hard the skin is.
looks terrified. He's entirely pale in his face. Are we really doing this?
Oh, we absolutely are. Come on.
Come on.
Sure, it's fun.
Hey, I'm
Don't
not
be
too
a
thrilled
puss.
about it either, but it's the only choice we have. Would you rather freeze to death?
Well, I'm
The
having a
answer's
hard
no.
time. So, well, fine. Okay.
You wouldn't like to.
He
Hey, it'll be fine.
slowly slides off the cliff onto the hand, stumbling as he reaches the hand.
Who is this that's terrified of the giant?
Huh?
Who's afraid of the giant? Okay, that's a. Oh, yeah, Barry doesn't look too sure about this either. He just saw this thing throw thunder, which is, not his favorite thing.
Everyone hesitantly climbs aboard the
Except for
giant's hand.
Serenity.
Meanwhile, Serenity and
Except for
Tress are
Barry.
dancing on the hand.
Yeah.
And the giant strides forward, inland.
Oh, this is so cool.
From up
The arm
there,
around
you
Vilda
see
protectively.
the forest surge by. The track that you continued along his tracks for at least 2 days, he crosses in a matter of hours.
Fucker.
By the time the sun sets, he is well over the mountain that you crossed and well into the valley behind, until he comes around the side of a mountain, revealing smokestacks in the distance and walls. Upon closer inspection, these walls are broken, almost a ruin of their former selves. And the closer the giant gets, the more you realize how massive these walls are. They reach even over the head of the giant.
Dear God.
And when he reaches a large hole in the wall, he puts down his hands to the ground for you to jump out.